Welcome to another video or show, whatever this is. I am Chris Chandler-Yates. I am the host. I am an ex-police officer here in New Zealand who burned out tremendously bad and now physically and mentally prepares and helps police officers reclaim their mental health or take charge of that mental health. And today we're going to talk about challenges. We're going to talk about how specialty squads, why they're so elite, and why a lot of the times they also have the best mindsets, but also can be the most destructive. I was listening to a podcast by my man Johnny, and we'll put his Instagram handle down below and his podcast down below as well. I was listening to one of his, and he's ex-special forces, and he talked about how we refer and we revert back to our lowest standard of training or lowest standard of what we do. So, whether that be, shooting, whether that be hand-to-hand combat, whether that be our fitness, whether that be our mindset, we revert back to that lowest level of the consistency that we have. And this got me thinking. And then this morning at the gym, messaging a special operator that I know in Australia, sparked up a thing. As special operators, we are always looking and seeking for that next challenge. We're always challenging ourselves to better ourselves, to be the best. As a normal frontline police officer versus a specialty squad officer, there's a big rivalry a lot of the times. And you might know this in your department. You look at those SWAT guys and everybody gives them crap. And then those SWAT guys just have this oozing of confidence, this constant drive and fight. And in a way, sometimes it is, but it comes across as ego. But what it is actually is it's always that hunt for the next challenge, that hunt to do better, that hunt to bring that standard of themselves, that base level, as Johnny talked about, to the next level. So that when things go wrong, and this is what happens when you have, depending on where your base level is, your consistency level. When you have that high level, when things go wrong or they go, tits up, and you have to go into muscle memory, what's that muscle memory that you have? And if we aren't consistently seeking for that next challenge, that next thing to drive us, that next goal, then we stay at that lower level and we can get lost. That's when we start to get, unmotivated. Feel like we lost our purpose. I talk a lot about purpose, but purpose drives it is the man behind the wheel of driving the car to the destination. The goal is the destination, the challenge is the destination, and that purpose is the driver. So we have to have that as well. And I've got other videos on that. But when it comes to that, where we revert back to, this is why we train so hard in the gym. This is why we push so hard. This is why we're able to do things. And my belief is that if you train to get into the police and do your training on your own and don't need anybody else, as far as to motivate you and drive you to get into the gym and to push hard in the gym, but instead you learn to tap into your own abilities. And then if there's somebody there, it is just a bonus. Then that levels up our abilities as a police officer. So when things start to go wrong, you're not sitting there relying and looking at somebody else, leaning on them. You're able to stand on your own. They're able to stand on their own. And then you're able to go together. So really focus on that. I'm doing, at the time of posting this video and recording it, I'm doing another leaning shred going into Christmas 2022. I don't need to. I'm already have everything in point. My nutrition's good, but it's another challenge. It's another driver to level myself up. Business-wise, this applies as well. If you're a business person, or you're looking at getting out of the police and starting your own business, or you're looking to go work for somebody else, it's a level up. and get consistent with it. Consistently drive and consistently push to see what you're capable of. Now, how does this also destroy us? Because we can get so focused on the golden nugget at the end that we forget about the pathway along the way and what we're learning. And as police officers, we're very good at driving through things. We're very good at pushing and pounding through the wall. But you know what? Sometimes there's an end to that wall just right there, and you can actually walk around it, and it's even easier. So it's always being aware of, is there not shortcuts, but is there pathways of less resistance to level yourself up? And what's coming up through the journey? Appreciate the journey, appreciate the being there in the present, and it'll get you to the goal, to that end challenge, achieving that challenge so much easier, and it makes that base level that little bit easier to hold on to and accomplish. So that's what this is all about. Now, if you are liking this video, please make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on things, and hit that alert bell so you really don't miss out on new episodes that are coming out. But I'd love for you to have a look at the links down below and see if there's something down there that you are interested in that we offer. Because at the end of the day, these are those little shortcuts. I've been there. I've worked through a lot of the pains and struggles that so many police officers deal with still to this day, and they're even worse now than when I was in. And I want to help you through it. So hit those links down below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It makes a difference to me. It knows that you're out there and you're taking these in. We will talk to you soon. We'll see you on the next one. Love you. Remember, train hard, test easy, because hey, life is worth all the challenges that we accomplish.